Welcome back. So 82% of the coral reefs along Kenya's coasts are damaged. Climate change and overfishing are threatening to wipe them out, but at Kuruwitu in Kilifi County, a community is taking steps to conserve it 1 year after King Charles III visited the conservancy and engaged the elders on the importance of conserving the marine life there. Francis Talaki reports that the King's coral structure has become a centerpiece and a popular local tourist attraction, flourishing with marine creatures despite facing a major setback in February as sea temperatures continue to rise.
Are you developing bigger?
In November 2023, King Charles III visited Kuruwitu Conservancy, helping coral restoration, and planted this coral structure. The structure has become a centerpiece of the Royal Coral Village and a popular local tourist attraction.
Ujenzi wake umeleta impact ya kupata wageni zaidi, kwa sababu walipata ripoti kwamba mfalme mwenyewe alifika Kuruwitu na kupanda matumbawe. Kwa hivyo wageni hufika kuangalia na kuona yale matumbawe mfalme aliyopanda. Hii ni mojawapo, na pia ametupatia nguvu vile vile ya kuzidi kuelezea kwamba utunzaji wa mazingira ni muhimu, hasa kwa upanzi wa matumbawe.
At the time, the king engaged the elders and the Ocean Lives Coral team on the importance of conserving marine life and how to overcome the challenges of rising sea temperatures and global warming. 1 year after his departure, the biodiversity is on mend and the group continues to get new species of marine creatures and an increase of coral fish in the surrounding area.
Kuna samaki kama frogfish alikuwa amepotea na samaki wengine vile vile ambao walikuwa wamepungua, sasa wameongezeka zaidi.
It is tranquil at Kuruwitu Conservation Area, popularly known as the King's Coral. A year later, the structure is flourishing. Dixon Juma and his team, who are the ambassadors of marine conservation, tells us residents have embraced the idea and no one is allowed to pick any coral or sea creatures here.
Hii inasaidia sote kwa jumla, kwa sababu kama unatokota takataka unazika mahali ambapo pako sawa sawa, hii itafanyika kwamba samaki wataongezeka, na hata vile vile pia kasa hawatafariki, watazidi kuwa wanaongezeka.
Manake ukimtoa yule mnyama ndani ya maji kama starfish kama shell zile za tiger shell, inakuwa ni vibaya, maana ni kiumbe kile, na ukikitoa huku nje ya maji kinapata shida.
Marine creatures have made this their home. A lionfish gulls overeat and blue-green chromis have found protection in the brown king's coral piece. But in February 2024, when all seemed normal on the surface, beneath the waves all was not well. As sea temperatures continue to rise, the king's coral and other corals faced a major setback.
We had a terrible coral bleaching event, a worldwide global event in the beginning of the year, and that affected all the coral here. I think we've lost about 30% of our coral in this area, and it affected obviously the coral we planted for the king. However, we don't give up. We've replanted. We've learned which species is more resilient, and we replanted that on his structure. And the structure remains to be a tourist attraction here, and so I think again the community have benefited from that.
They have been able to come back to life, and that's something we are very happy about, because the corals we planted are resilient, and after the bleaching event, they are able to come back.
Across the Kuruwitu Reef, corals once like this have bleached and died. Their nurseries are struggling in the overheated water, and beautiful corals, some a decade old, are in trouble. Being the festive season, they are now urging tourists, both local and international, not to pollute the environment, but always protect marine life along the coastal strip.
Kwa hivyo wengine huwa wanakuja kwa njia nyingine, wakifika pale huwa hawajui kama hapa ni no-take zone. Kwa hivyo ni wajibu wetu kuwazidi kuelezea watu ya kwamba uzuri ambao uko mahali hapa waache vile vile, ili wengine waje kuangalia zaidi.
Most people are now aware what is happening within the climate change sphere. People are now aware about the coral resilience and the restoration program that we have, and how well people can be able to create adaptive and mitigation measures, and how they are going to live within the climate change sphere.
I guess time will tell with the climate change the way it is. But we do our best, I think, protected areas, getting the awareness out there, trying to reach out to governments, trying to reach out to people of influence that affect, you know, the poorer communities around the place. It's a lot of it is based on the first world countries are causing the most damage, and that is filtering down to the third world countries whose carbon footprint is minimal, to say the least.
Coral reefs are home to 25% of the global ocean biodiversity. At Kuruwitu, it is estimated that about 30% of the coral has been lost. Francis Mtulaki, Citizen TV, Kuruwitu, Kilifi County.